Go get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it, the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. 'Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear all I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures.
Switch music real quick because this music is a little bit loud. 1 second. Alright, this one off. Start with this. Oh, that's awesome. Perfect. Let me know if you can hear it. I did have that kind of as well. Perfect. How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday. Hey, Aurora's here and McLeod is here. Hello. Nice. This is good. This is the kind of music I need. I have been having anxiety today. not been fun. I think I'm over caffeinated. I've been drinking too much caffeine for the past 2 days, partially because my seasonal affective disorder has made me really, really low energy. So I've been really trying to like put energy into stuff. I can't wear makeup today, and that's why my eyes are puffy because I accidentally wore some eyeshadow that my eyes had a reaction to. Hey, Catleanne, how are you doing? Paint today. We're gonna paint some lion knight miniatures. Let me show you. Be able to see this guy. He's a little priest. We're gonna paint today. We're gonna get right to it. We're gonna chat. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna start here with some shadow flesh. Should be making paint. Should make painting. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let me mix some colors here. I've got my tan flesh and my shadow flesh. Caffeine, right? It make it. Well, it makes me jittery and anxious. I don't know if it's gonna change how I paint or not. Let's put a pale pink on here. I don't think here. Oh, that one's not opened yet. Hi, G. How are you doing? Like I said, I need the chill. I need calm and going today. It's been a really rough couple weeks. Weather. I did have. Ooh, that's pretty. That bright pink. I did have a chance to go outside and get some sun yesterday, which was a big help. Uh-oh. Paper towel. Got some new gloves. I got new cartridges for my mask. So now set brushing when time comes. Actually, it's funny because I decided I'm probably not going to airbrush too much today. See what happens. Shadow flesh on. Oh. Oh, we got nice, and we're probably going to make some midtones with. Well, so there's quite a bit of a jump. 3 brush. Let's do midtone. Those two, yeah. Lighter. Bacteria, how are you? Bactana, sorry, I messed that up. Actually, then now we have 5 colors, and we can start painting skin. And I need this cup. So what it is? Probably 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That's like. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, let me just check. I mean, kind of check some. All right, we're gonna base coat with this mid color. Glasses are gonna come off. Be able to see the tiny details. This is gonna be Lion Knight miniature, which means I'm gonna be slowing it. If we get much of him done, some of the other miniatures from Lion Knight, those are gonna be for the auction that we're gonna do. Right, he doesn't have a ton of skin, but it's all of his face, side of his mouth. This brush is not the pointiest. Got a good. Probably switch brushes. These brushes. Not as fine detail as I like. Brush just a little bit into the beard. Lastly, of hand. Now the paint is thinned out a bit already. It's paint, faster paint, so it tends to come out of the bottle all thin. Chatting with. Hi, Amberton. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Ashkadallen? Ashkadallen. Is that right? I think I got it this time. Rumble. Hello. It's 8:30. Okay. Good. Not too late. Tennis crashed out on the sofa. Our staff, hello. Crashed out on the sofa now with my cat after a long shift at work. This will be nice then. This will be nice and chill and relaxing. That's what I like, right? Enough to zone, huh? And bits, yes. Still see some of the black primer, so I want. Oh, all right, rinse fresh. And I believe it's one of my older brushes. You can tell because the threads, the hairs on it are kind of broken off the barrel. So this is a newer brush. Look at how it's nice, no broken hairs. Rumble, you're right. Shoshie is unnaturally quiet. Let me see if I can turn up my mic. Bear with me. Done. Oh, are you sure? Maybe it's because my mic was too far away from my mouth. Test. Am I still too quiet, Amberton? Sounding very quiet. I could turn the music down again, too. Turn the music down. Is that better? Seems okay to Zactana. How do I choose when and when not to do the zenithal priming? Well, today it's just kind of time. I didn't really have time to do it, and I just wanted to try some different techniques. So that's how I decided. We can try to go back to the lav mic. I'm just worried that it's going to have a feedback and it's going to sound like crap. Yeah, I apologize. We're going to have mic issues until I get a new mic. Hi, Nixon Minis. How are you? Better now? Good. I think it was just the music was a little too loud and my mic was too far away from my face. All right, glasses are off again. Now I'm going to use more of this reddish color. Actually, hold on. I'm going to look here. I got involved in the Patreon of Warp Storm Painting. And it has a new PDF that I'm trying. Got all the shadows. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna mix a little bit of this burnt red.
Yay!
Hey, hello. That's a really dark red. I'm gonna mix some of that with this red flesh and make that a little bit. Yeah, it's perfect. We get a new follower. Is it Mate Jinx? Is that how I say your name? And also Snoopy. Snoopy followed 5 hours earlier, but Mate Jinx, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Proto Maker, no, I'm replacing him with a new mic. Lol. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've taken a little bit of this red and I've mixed it with a little bit of this flesh color to make sort of a darkish reddish color. Jinx. Okay, I will call you Jinx. All right, right now then I'm gonna do, I need some like medium or something to thin this out with. Some metal medium. Let's use mixing medium. This might work. Put some mixing medium on the palette. Open the bottle. See. So does anybody have any plans for this weekend? Paul Pape Designs. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for that raid. It's a apocalypse raid. Welcome. Oh, hello. Tell us about yourself a little bit, Paul. 'Cause I don't believe I've ever followed you, seen you. Let's see. We just got a raid, and it says high five. High five. Hello. Welcome everybody who is from Apocalypse or Paul's stream. Hello. I'm Shoshie's Minis, and I paint miniatures for a living, and I also teach painting here on Twitch. So if you've ever wanted to see, let me show you some things that I've done in the past. This is a cool one. This is like a cool, crazy demon sculpture. Look at this guy. Crazy. He looks kind of like an insane clown posse right now. He's still a work in progress. And then we're in the process of painting this little, like a D&D type of miniature. He's a cleric. You plan on making at least 180 in tips this weekend. Oh yeah? Paul says, I make things people want that they can't get anywhere else. Nice. What kinds of things do you make, Paul? I just dropped something on the floor. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, here's some other things that I've painted in the past. This is another little one. Tiny little miniature. An idea. This is a work in progress. It's grumpy. A little bit grumpy. Fussy pants. Dirk Plug, hello. The key to Anamana. Oh, I don't know what that is. He made a Dr. Venkman in carbonite, escorted by Boba Fett with a Slimer for my husband's Christmas gift. Whoa, that's amazing. You asked if we have plans this weekend, Artemis? Oh, gotcha. I understand now. That's what you're trying to get in. You're going to do. Makes sense. Action figures, toys, stuffed animals, illustrations. That's very cool. Well, let me see about giving a follow back. Let's see. Go. I'm going to follow you back. That way next time you're on, I'll hopefully maybe get a chance to catch you on stream. Bell so that I can notification. Cool. I like meeting new people on Twitch. Sadly, you must run. I understand very much. We're gonna continue painting. Key to the Book of the Dead in the. Thanks for the host, Ghosted Wolf. All right, so we've got some of this reddish peachish color. Yeah, there's our host, Mango Smasher. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, there it is. We were in the process of looking for a pin to open up this bottle with. I've got these little pins with the skull on top somewhere. Thread on the end of it. Hold on, let me scratch that. I want to get that inside my bottle. Hold on, need to restart. Lagging is eye lagging or yes. Scheisse! Oh no! That just fell off. Whew. I think I've been having a little bit of problems with my, let's see, skip frames. Yep. See if I can adjust this here. Looking to see what my, sometimes stuff will, never remember how to do any of this. Mike is the one that does this for me, but he thought maybe that my stream possibly says like, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully. Yeah, you're too much for the system. I don't know. Putting a little bit of this mixing medium from P3 on my palette, and I'm going to use it to like thin out the paint that I've got on my palette so that it doesn't get too watered down. And we're good again. Okay. Let me close down some other stuff and see if that helps a lot. Okay. Closing things so that hopefully you can put less of a load on my system. Right. See that there is a Windows update coming. That could have to do with things. I hate Windows. Such a pain in the toes. Alright, I've got mixing medium now. Alright. Lowered the res to 360. Interesting. Do I mix my own flesh tones? No, well, I kind of do. I've got 3 here and this red, and then I'm kind of making a mixture with it. And then I've got this medium that I'm using. See how thin that gets now? That's what we're doing. Okay, the problem is my glasses is that I cannot use them while I'm painting, so I'll be going back and forth with the glasses on and off. In the meantime, I'm going to use this kind of like a chair. Crevices around his face. See how I'm pushing this into the recesses of his face? The medium plus the reddish tone. Got some on his hat. And good. Point his finger. So I need it darker. So red plus the medium. That completely dries. We'll have a something to mouth and the head. And as well. It's so thick and it doesn't go into the crevices. That's when I know I need. All right, so now we've got lots of red. And it looks kind of weird. That's okay, because it's drying. And we'll be able to go in here now and pick out more. All right, let's take a peek. That's got to dry now. My next step is to fix any mistakes. That mid color that we had. Darker reddish color. Parts of the back of the hand. I got a little heavy-handed with the colors. 6 smidge. Bones, top of the nose. Now we're going to use that mid-tone color, was this one right here, which is, let's see what color that was. Tan flesh. Focus on the detail. They're still drying, so I'm going to this is a cast. See how I got each little so quick. So Teviston. Having a good day, hope a good night. It's got a tiny face, so some bright parts need to be pretty bright, right? It's shouting out wrath, gaiety, turn, dead. Now he's got a pretty sharp highlight. Paint back toward pecs of that highlight. Strokes. Is there somewhere you can get like a minute set to play with paints with? Yeah. I would try Reaper Miniatures, May Jinx. They have oodles, just like you said. In fact, they're doing a Kickstarter right now, which you can get involved. That will get you lots of miniatures for. So reaperminiatures.com, and like I said, they have a Kickstarter. You can also go to Lion Knight Miniatures, because this company actually has printed files that you can purchase. Some of them check on the website lionknight.com. ltminis.com. Go, and they sell the STL files. That's a back of his place where there might be a little bit of a side bit. I don't. Pevison says I don't know about oodle, but Reaper sets come with paint and mint. Hey D-Day, how's it going? Painting a. Yeah, there's the sweet spot for painting. It's like a cleric or bard. Yeah, he's cleric, absolutely. It's mine. For the highest highlight. This is the ivory, then, right? Ivory. I put that ivory. And down a little. That. Ah! Got their cheer. Hi, Echo Chill. Thank you for the subscription. You're the first person to subscribe today. 10 months in a row. Echo Chill. God loves you. Thank you so much. Oh. They says, good mate, having super healthy brekkie. King of hipster salad. Oh, so like kale? Kale? King of hipster salad? That's cool. See if I can adjust the this is just feel like the be able to see my mat as my palette as well, but hi Diomedes, how are you doing? Good to see you. Alright, we got some more of the ivory back. Highlights. Whatever item. It's part of the temple. Now eventually I'm going to put some, call it, I'm going to put some top of his head to give 5 o'clock shadow. Right. Oops. some ivory on the tip of his fingers. Contrast. Hey, evil halfling, why the gloves? Because I have got this fancy Valentine's Day. Oh, see, I've already messed it up. I've got this really nice Valentine's Day manicure, and I was trying to protect it, but look, it already kind of. Well, my mic is cutting in and out. Sounds like I have a gate issue. Okay, let me try to see if I can adjust. Okay. We've been having that phenomenon, yes. I'm going to switch to my other mic, which is already probably even crappier than this one. See what happens. I know. Trust me. Switch to my other mic. Suddenly it's better. Is it really though? Let's try this mic and see what happens. There is going to be feedback with this one because this one has had problems. Let's do...
Okay, test. Can you hear me? Which is better? This one or the other one? This. Okay. All right, we're going to go with this. I'll take this off. All right. The new one. Yes. All right. My problem with this one was that I was having feedback issues with it, and I didn't like it. Amberden says, make sure it's plugged in properly. If it's loose, it can give the cutting in and out issue. All right. We're going to use the new one. You guys get it. All right. I'm going to take glasses off again. And paint his little teethers. Tell if he's got both his bottom teeth showing or not. Oh yeah, we can make both his teeth showing. Actually, that looks pretty dang cool, in my opinion. And get this top of his ear. All right, lots of beautiful contrast. Top of this hand, because that's where the light is going to be hitting. Boom. That looks good. It's very pale, but we're going to add some color to it in a minute here. New one. Yep, we're going to use this mic. All right, now I am going to use, I think we should make his beard, color to make his beard, honestly. Let's make it dark brown and see from there. So I'm going to use this black brown. We're going to paint all of his eye sockets and everything. So. Some of his hair as well. Okay, take a look at this. Now, I'm going to get his eyebrows. Too big. Now he's got a giant big eye socket and a big cat hair on the end of him. There we go. Ooh, we're gonna work on that. A little bit crazy. I'm painting his entire eye socket this dark brown color, and we're gonna refine that a lot. Go ahead and get his beard. and the side. Good. And we'll just go ahead just in case, because I think some of his hair here as well. Yeah. Whoa. Hi, Robosh. How are you doing? So we went in and now I'm going to use the darker flesh color to shape the eyeball. He's got little tiny eyeballs. I'm going to shape this just a little bit so it's not quite so big. On his nose right there. That helped. That helped a bunch. Now we can go back in with the lighter flesh color and continue bring that out. Wow. Okay, and now the ivory again for the very highest highlighted bits like the nose. And the cheekbones. Go. Okay. His eyes are very, very small. So we will probably, because when you have eyes, think about it like you're looking at somebody from across a football field, right? And you're not going to see a ton. I'm going to use a little bit of this ivory and a tiny bit of this flesh color and see if I can't. Oh, yeah, I might be able to make a tiny Lara. Oh, it's going to be tough. This is going to be tough. This is me painting the itty bitty 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 eyes. Worked. Wow. Okay. Working. All right. I need to take a minute. I need to put my glasses back on. Hi, Artie Wolf. Hello. It's good to see you. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did tiny little eyes. Now, because I am working at this scale, it's so tiny, I don't want to do tons of detail, but I'm going to go ahead and make his eyes going off to the side. So he is looking a direction, but he's looking to the side, and that's often so much easier than trying to make straight on, right? Oh, you can't quite tell. Now I'm going to use a little bit of this ivory, and I'm just going to try to let me do a little tiny reflection dot. Why now? Oh my God, it worked. Oh wow, you guys can. I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. Can you see this? Can't see it. It's too far. But I actually was able to get the reflection dots and they look good. Let me see if I can focus this for you so you can see it. Remember the motto, when in doubt, dump a half bottle of paint revitalizer on it. Yes, exactly. All right, I'm going to attempt to show this to you. I'm going to attempt to see if I can get my camera to focus so you can see what I've just accomplished, because I'm very, very surprised. Let's see. Here. Focus. See little cup in the other one? It's small, but it's cool. It's not visible, and it's only visible in the one eye. Right. I'm gonna pull back. We're gonna be right about here. Let me see if I can. Such teeny tiny things. We're gonna dump some Revitalize on it, exactly. All right, now, currently his forehead is looking weird. I don't know why I've got so many lines on it. Put some ivory on the front. Hopefully that'll brighten that up, make that nice and bright. Cool. And then let me take a peek. So this is how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little bit of blue. Let's do this blue. I think it's open. Open? Nope, it's not open. Go. I have a bunch of new paints from. I've got all these new 22-ounce bottles, and most of them aren't open yet. I'm gonna take just that tiny amount of blue, and I'm gonna mix it with this peach. Ooh, more peach. See how that I get this kind of grayish color? But it's a little bit more peach, and I'm just gonna water that down with my glaze medium. And I'm gonna put that over the back of his head. And if I need to add a little bit more blue, I can. Yep, I do want to add a little bit more blue. Because I'm trying to give him kind of a little 5 o'clock shadow, a little bit on the back of his head. And I'll let that pool next to his ears a little bit more. Oh yeah, that is looking good. And we can bring it down into a little, almost like a little V. And it just adds realism, you know, it just looks cool. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, but before I let that dry, I'm gonna take just the tiniest amount of this peach here. I'm gonna blend that, because it was looking really ivory right here. And I'm gonna take just a little bit of this little bit of red, and I'm gonna get the end of his nose a tiny bit, so he looks a little bit less dead-like. That's maybe too much red. He's looking like a clown now. Need the right amount. There we go. Same thing with this. All right, that looks good to me. Now how about his beard? When I last left, you were working on the bomb crater base. Oh, you guys want to see that? Hold on, I will show you. It is done. He's talking about the Titan. Look at that. Oh, of course it's not in. There we go. There's the bomb crater base in high detail focus. Ready? Got the little rain down there. Hold on, I'm gonna again, now I'm gonna adjust my focus again. See if I can, I might just leave that up so I can keep adjusting back and forth. All right, so we're gonna pull this back. Focus. There we go. There's my Titan. What do you guys think of that? That came out. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. So I'm Pretty much done. Pretty much done. I just need to sign the bottom of it. But I think he's ready to go to Golden Demon. Got his little gun turrets and his plasma pew pew. Plasma pew pew. Very, very thrilled. Very nice. People must hate you. You were like, well, let's see how this goes. And it turned out amazing. Well, I hope they don't hate me. And once more, you learned something interesting. Very nice effort. Yeah. Good, Dr. Pandateka. That's what we try to do a lot of teaching here. So, yeah. You can go and watch the VOD for this. I'll be uploading it. I think I already uploaded it to YouTube. So it's also on YouTube. And you can take a look at it. So that's that. Very cool. Thank you, Ravage. I appreciate it. I really do. And now we have to adjust this again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Pretties. Ah! Control. We're going to put this guy right there. Focus. So much better. The little blue on the top of his head, and it's really cool looking, but you can't see very well. We're going to pull back just a little bit, right about there. Okay. Envious is what I meant. It looks great, Shoshie. Well, good, because I don't want to be hated. And trust me, there are haters out there, unfortunately. It really sucks. I've been on the end of it. That's why I'm like, 2-2, that's the evil eye. Even too much envy is not a good thing. I would like to, my whole thing is I want to be able to show people that they can do this too. You know, this is not, that's why, you know, basing is one of those things that is really, it's one of those things you just got to jump in and do and be brave. And a lot of times it will come out amazing. Like, you know, a lot of people hate basing because they don't know where to start. They don't know how to get from point A to point B. But that's, I mean, you saw how I did it. I just jumped in and I said, okay, my point A is here. And I know I want to get to point B. I want it to look like Ashland, you know, base. And then we got there, right? So I'm using the light burn, this color right here. You can see that. It is called Light Umber. And that is going to be for his beard. I'm going to use a little bit of the side of my brush to catch some of the detail on his face. And I'm going to go ahead and paint his eyebrows with that same light umber. And his mustache. Yeah, I'm liking that. You can get some of the hair back here as well. Okay, now he is a cleric. I'm going to use he's got a hooded cloak, which I want to make it a brown leather cloak. And then we'll make his tabard kind of I'm looking at all the different things he's got on here. He's got another little book down here. Let's go ahead and paint this rope, this dark brown color, because that has paint on it. I want to get the paint off. So I'm repainting the little rope on here, because that's holding the book. And then he does have fur on top of his boots, which will make that the same as the fur on his cloak. Also, for his, see how I get thread over here? I'm going to go ahead and highlight his leather cloak. I'm gonna look at chat now. Oh, you got the new bottles. Yes, I like them a lot. Daimi says, that's just silly. I'm sorry. I don't think you are a person that should bear umbrage. Yeah. What paints do I use for skins? Ravage, I use all kinds of different brands, but lately I've been really loving the Pro Krills. I am sponsored by them. I have used Scale 75, I've used Reaper, I've used P3. I like all of them for different reasons. I definitely, I think whatever works best for you is what you should use, right? I'm gonna mix a little bit of this burnt red with this brown just to see what happens. Okay. It warmed up the brown a little bit. I think I'll keep it. Yeah, I don't mind that. And then I'm gonna end up using some burgundy on his tabard anyway, so maybe that will go with it. Like that. I don't know what deity he worships yet. He's just a cleric with the mace right now. When I paint character models like this, though, I really do like to come up with kind of a little story, a little backstory. It really helps me ground the mini. So, that. I'm painting a little out of frame. Thanks, Zach Timer. I appreciate you letting me know. You like to do a rough scratch of the basing plans? Yes. Do I prefer metal or plastic? Good question. I think I prefer plastic, but I mean, I don't really do a lot of metal anymore, you know? It's been a while. I've painted a lot of metal, plastic and resin. So that's why I think I like it. And I think that's what I've been painting the most of. So I think that's where I'm most comfortable with lately. So funny. Yeah, the Pro Krills do take out a lot of guesswork. D-Day says, tell us a story, mate. What's the strangest mini and color scheme someone... Okay, the strangest time I ever had somebody ask me to paint something was, do you guys know Dr. Sarastos, or Sarastos, I think is his name, Sarastos Minis on YouTube? Right, well, so a client had messaged me and sent me a video of the starting survivors and said, hey, I want you to paint these minis, but I want you to follow Dr. Sarastos's tutorial. And like I said, I mean, that was unusual because I'm like, okay, I've never had anyone contact me and ask me to follow another artist's tutorial. But you know what? They were paying me, so I went ahead with it, and it actually had a really good time because Dr. Sarastos, it made it so easy. I mean, I had a blast, and his video was really good. So if you ever get a chance to look at it, Dr. Sarastos on YouTube, and I wrote to him and I even told him what happened because I didn't want him to think that I was like, you know, copying him without credit, because I never would do that. All right, we got beginnings of the cloak. I just want to make sure I'm not missing things that might have other leather, like just, yeah, that looks good enough. I think I'll take a little bit of this part right here as well. Oops, yeah, we'll make this leather as well. Make it all go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, glasses back on. Ravage says, thank you. I'm using Vallejo Skin Set at the moment, and they are quite nice, as I like my paint quite thin. But always interesting to know how other people's opinions of brands. Hi. Yeah, you did do a lot of Zombicide. Yeah, I know, right? It is a corker. Sarasta's great. Nice guy. Yeah, exactly. He was so nice about it. He one of the things I liked about his tutorial was he shows how to do highlights for shadows, which was something I don't always do a lot of. So that was pretty dang cool. All right, I'm going to use a little of this mahogany. It is a little bit more pigmented than this color that I've been mixing here. But I basically have made my own mahogany. I'm going to put this into the shadows. Yeah, that looks really good. See how that pops that other color forward? But that's the weirdest one. And I've had other clients send me stuff and tell me it was a certain size, and it ended up being like way bigger than they said it was. That was kind of not cool. And you know, I was still kind of naive and new, and I didn't ask to, you know, I didn't raise the price because I didn't think to, when I should have probably, because they had not been accurate about the size of the thing. Right. See, I'm getting in there. I'm shading down. So when I put the paint in there, and then I'm gonna kind of wiggle my brush up so that I get. This is a watercolor technique that I learned, where I'm kind of wiping this up and making a transition. See? Doesn't look too bad. Put the paint down in there, and then, oopsie, no, that's too much paint. Paint in here, and then we get the brush wet, and now we're going to kind of mop. That's the best word for it. Yeah, mop. I'm gonna mop into the shadow until it smooths out over the other color, creating a gradation. Like so. Keep doing that. Oh, I just heard something weird in my studio. That was weird. So I'm going to put the paint down into the crevice, right? Get the paint brush clean, just water, and then mop it out to the sides. And now it's already wet, so when I put more paint down into that crevice and then mop it up, it should work. Okay. Looking like a leather, almost like leather, starting to look like leather. Yeah. Hi, Ofrectino. How are you? We're doing good. We're painting. Do some more light on this. There we go. A little bit more light. Painting this cleric Now, the next color I want to use, I had the burnt red, now I want this burnt orange, but I'm going to mix it with my burgundy because I feel like the jump between this and the next color are really, really strong. So we're just going to take some of that and mix those two together to get that beautiful brownish color that I love. This is the color that I feel like really looks good as leather. Okay, and I'm just going to take the side of my brush and try to go over these apex, right? Apex of the fold. And blend it in because smooth this out so I don't have a strong line. I want it to be nice and smooth. Let me get on camera. How about that? Sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. So, again, on the sides of this part, because a lot of the light is going to get hit. Like that. And then try to smooth it out. And then again. See how I'm building up a little bit of a highlight layer there? I'm trying to keep it smooth. It's starting to feel like leather a little bit, huh? Those edges need to be highlighted, huh? See that? Now it's looking like leather. All right, bear with me. I like that. So where I'm paying attention to where the light is, and especially like the light of, you can kind of see where the overhead light is hitting the model. And that's also where I'm putting my highlights. So if the overhead light is hitting here, then I'm putting paint there. Does that make sense? Hi, Fructino. I'm doing pretty good. Have been having a hard week, I think. A lot of anxiety, a lot of low mood. So I guess what I'm saying is, Diomedes, go easy on the teasing, because I'm not feeling it this week at all. Whoops, I got a little piece of lint. There we go. Yes, I like that. So I had, for you guys, some of you know this, some of you don't. I suffer from seasonal affective disorder, which is not a fun thing. And this is February, which is one of the most difficult times of the year. Sometimes I don't stream because it can be too much. Like, I have energy issues, I have anxiety, I have depression. It's just a potluck of crazy, right? And so I've been trying to do a lot of self-care. I went out yesterday and I got some sun and hung out with some people, and I saw my mom, and it was funny because I asked my mom if she wanted to go to lunch, and she was like, "I'm going to Rotary Club." Like, do you want to go to Rotary Club with me? And I was like, because again, I've been feeling funny lately. And so, but you know what? I ended up going with her. I ended up seeing like 4 or 5 people that I knew, because this is kind of a small town, which is funny. My old English teacher, I saw my old English teacher. I saw some other people. And, but it was just good to get out, you know, get that sunshine, get that socialization. There we go. That is looking good, like leather now. We need to keep building up these oranges though, because I want it to look kind of a little bit like polished leather. Oh, that's what he meant by it. I'll be the judge of that. Diomedes, I'm sorry. I totally miss. See, this is what I'm talking about. My brain doesn't play nice. My brain doesn't play nice. I assume the worst because my brain is in a bad place. There we go. Is that looking like leather? Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. Yeah, March is usually when I start feeling better. So thankfully it's seasonal depression. It's not like clinical depression. I mean, it is clinical, but it's not it's seasonal. Yep, I do that. I take vitamin D. I have a light box. I've been trying to do a lot. Yeah. Look at that. That is looking cool. Okay, now, hold on. I'm going to check. I think now I need more of a tannish. Let's go with this yellow ochre. Because we want it to look like it's kind of, you know how leather gets, leather gets kind of pale and kind of yellowish whenever it has been aged. That's what we're going to do. We're going to age it a little bit. Ooh, that is really a lot of paint. Let me shake this a little better. See if that made it any better. Okay, it's kind of better. So I'm going to mix a little bit of this yellow ochre. There we go. Oh, yes, there we go. Yellow ochre and the other mix that I've already got. So we kind of got this color. See what I've done here? See it on my palette. That's the original paint color, and we mixed it with our burgundy and our burnt orange. It's okay. Okay, I appreciate it. It's try. Okay, so over here on the very apex of that cloak and on all of the little areas here, I'm going to give it kind of. Now we're going to go 2 steps up and then 1 step down, I think. So we're going to go up high with this yellow, and then we'll come back on top of it with the orange in order to brighten it for rather 2 steps up, 1 step down. So we're going to kill it a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. And we'll get a little crazy here with the ends of the cloak, because I want that to seem, like I said, like weathered. We're going to put some little scratches and micro texturing in here. And be a little more heavy-handed on the edges of the cloak. And there's lots of little holes and things to highlight. So I want to highlight all the little things. Here. A little end piece, scratches, and see how I'm almost drawing in that a little bit. Okay, this is the part I'm kind of winging. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, but I'm just going to kind of do a little rough scribbling and hatch marking right here. If I don't like it, I can always pop it down a level. So I've been learning some of these techniques from Warpstorm Painting. He's got a Patreon. I've been backing it. And his Patreon is really pretty affordable. And he does PDFs. He does a lot of Warhammer type of models. And you can also follow him on Instagram. Pretty nice guy. He's from Sweden. His name is Johan. And I've been enjoying what I've been learning so far. So I want to pass that shout out on to him. You guys know I love learning things from new teachers. The trick is when you are a professional, there's always a risk somebody's going to get a little upset that you are, teaching what they've taught you. So that's why I always try to take extra care and make sure to give credit where credit is due, right? Because I think most teachers don't mind if you credit them, right? And I'm crediting Warpstorm right now because he is a very talented and worthy painter. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm really happy. Let's take another, like just the pure ochre, pure yellow ochre. Is it starting to look like leather, Diomedes? He's the expert. And now I got the pure leather. Now, this is something that Warpstorm did not show me that I'm going to show you guys. I need to take it up as high as I can first. Do some more orange. Like I said, I'm doing that little hatching and everything. Kind of trying to make a little underpainting for my texture. Like that. This is just something I am doing, and then I'm going to show you one other thing that I do with leather that kind of will blow your mind. Hold on. Okay, so we did all our underpainting now. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? This is probably where I would stop if I wanted it to look just like old worn leather, right? Well, let's see. Takes out glasses. Yes, it does. It looks like worn old leather. Yeah. Okay, so watch this. I have some ink. I can find the pot. Hold on, I'm going to show you to you. I kind of collect these. If you guys have, oh, this is the wrong color. Anyway, if you have these old hex pots of GW wash, hold on, I'm going to find the substitute first. That's yellow. Come on. Deep brown, there we go. So those GW hex pots have the perfect blend of ink, but Winsor Newton makes deep brown, which kind of is very similar. The nut brown is also very nice. Actually, let me find the nut brown because that's even better than that one. There's red. Of course, I can never find it when I want it. There's black. Nope. All right, I'm not finding it, so I'm going to use the peat brown. Dang, that irritates me. Of course, the colors I want, and I can never find. Yeah, it does come together fast. That's why I like to do that technique. All right, so now I'm going to get a little bit of this ink. Watch what happens when we push this into the shadows. Okay. I'm going to layer this over everything, but specifically putting it into the shadows. And then it's really going to look like leather. Got to work a little bit quickly though, because the ink will dry and tea stain on you if you don't get it fast enough. Now it's going to look like not as, look at that. It really looks like leather now. More in the crevices. Now, boom. Let's hit this with the hair dryer. And I'm gonna show you how that turns out. And we're gonna add a little bit more of that scuffing. See how, you know, I think I'm gonna send you some leather scraps along with the box you're sending. Okay, that works, that'd be awesome. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. Use a hair dryer. Okay, I just unmuted and let's take a look at it. I want to show you sometimes ink can get a little shiny, which on this side it didn't. It looks absolutely great on this side. So I'm going to take off my glasses again. I'm going to use my orange, my slightly orangey mix, and I'm going to go ahead and again hit those highlights, right? Because when the leather is, house is making really weird sounds. Oh, you know what? I bet that's the sump pump because it is snowing outside. That's not a good sound though. I better tell my husband when he gets home. Sump pump's acting weird. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more ochre because I think I want it to look even older than it does currently. We're supposed to get a big snowstorm today. Look at that. How cool. I want that to be a little bit more worn on the sides. It does look like kind of a heavy leather coat, doesn't it? Now, because I got that ink in there, I'm just going to take some of this burgundy and kind of just go over it so that it doesn't look so shiny right there. Just cover up that little tiny bit of ink with the burgundy paint. There. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, contrast. I'm going to take a little bit of the ochre, a little bit of ivory. See if we can do some brighter. I feel like I need a slightly brighter. This is ivory. Now on all of the little holes and maybe on the very apex of some of the folds. See that? kind of feathering it to kind of, so it looks a little scribbled. Yes. Yes. Ah, too much. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to check chat. I will look. Look. And again, this little hole right there. I'm in the zone. Give me a second. I'm in the zone. Hi, demonic lemon. Oh my gosh, I love it. Demonic lemon, how are you? That looks, I'm pretty happy with him. You know, Shoshie, I'm thinking, even time to blow dry your hair too. Yes. Jen, SLM, you actually caught a live stream. Hello. Not bad. By the way, I want to stop for a second and I want to show you something I got done. I'm working on a piece. Remember that piece that I did of the, I guess you pronounce her name Nuva? Nuva, it's N-U with the umlaut, W-A. It's from Celestial Miniatures. So I finished getting the base printed. I worked with Matt Sexwish, who is the owner of the Patreon, The Joy of Basing, another Patreon that I highly recommend. And he helped design a base for me for this model. And then I had it 3D printed by, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name, but Jennifer Tallman. Let me see what the name of her company is. Yeah, I don't remember now. Hold on, I'm going to check. Jennifer. Computer is being slow. I want to tell you what the name of her. Still Life Miniatures. So if you go to stilllifeminiatures.com, she has a 3D printing business. So I'm going to go get this model and I'm going to show it to you so we can look at it. I'll be right back. Yes, Still Life. See, Jen, I was glad. I thought that was you and I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, Jen, Still Life. I'll be right back. Now, before I show you the base that she printed for me, I'm going to show you the model. This is the model. This beautiful face. You guys remember when we painted her on stream? She got so many, well, she pretty much went viral because the motion and the emotion she evokes is really strong. And it's still a very personal piece for me. Fits with my seasonal depression. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the base that she printed and that Matt designed. So this is the base. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Came out absolutely gorgeous. This is the base that Matt designed. So it was part of the tier rewards, and Jen printed it and it came out absolutely perfect. So I wanted to show you what it looks like on the base here. So when she's on the base, well, of course you can't see. Let me, I might have to show you on the other camera. So when I put her on here, you can kind of see how she's going to look. See if I can, yeah, that's not going to work. But anyway, you can kind of get an idea of the mood, right? It's going to go really well with it. And I'm very excited. Yeah, it is incredible. It is incredible. Holy nails, exactly. So you can see, I don't know if I want to explain to you why this is such a personal, but basically it's about this creature's journey, and it's kind of looking back at kind of maybe the past and where she's been, and then there's going to be this future to go toward, right? It's going to be profound. I hope. I mean, it's the worst thing that you can do when you're an artist is have a piece that's extremely personal and then it turn out really terrible. Right? So that's not what I want to happen. Thanks, Zectana. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go put this away. Oh, thank you guys so much. Yeah, it's a really personal piece. So I don't know how much I'll be able to show online until it's more done. Does that make sense? It's like I feel like it's my baby, and that until it's more done, that yeah, thank you. I just told everybody, Amberden. I just said I had it designed by Matt Sexwish. He designed it in 3D, and he designed it in like a 3D printing kind of program, and then Jen from Still Life Miniatures printed it. So they both together made it for me. That's okay. All right, so now I'm going to use some grays and some blues because I want to make his kind of tabard. You know what? I think, let me look at his tabard closer. His tabard has holes in it also. So I'm debating. Maybe we should make his, I'm trying to think of what colors. I was thinking burgundies, and let's stick with the burgundy. Let's add a little red to the burgundy. Add a little actual red to the burgundy. You were restocking. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Unless I know that people are gone from the computer, I assume that they have been watching the whole time. All right, there we go. That's a pretty red. That's pretty much the, we're gonna make, I feel like I need to add a little purple to that red. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this dark purple and see what happens. I think it's probably, I lied. I'm not gonna add that purple. I'm gonna just see about this purple. One of the things, it's really hard to find really good purples in miniature paints. I don't know about that. Nope. What could I use? Let's try this purple again. See what happens. Oops. We're gonna add red to that and see if that, ooh. That's funny because that just turned burgundy. I don't know what to do. I've got a model color purple we can try. This has more red in it. Pardon me. Pardon me. Hi, 814 Punk. How are you? Zactana needs a coffee, but her kitten is sleeping. How can you have coffee at night? I cannot sleep if I have coffee at night. All right, there we go. That's the color. That's the color I wanted. It's more of a reddish purple. That'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna paint his cloak. This purpley color. I'm just gonna get the whole thing. If we have to change it, we will later. Now. Okay, that looks good. Actually, I really like those colors. That's very pretty with the brown especially. We'll let that dry and we'll get another layer in there. Yes, that looks good. Just got home from work. Thank you for blessing me. You haven't explored outside Citadel paints? Probably should. Yeah, but you know what? If they're working for you, that's okay too, right? I would like to explore more within the Citadel paints because I've only recently started getting some Citadel paints for the first time, and I'm pretty. I like them. I do like them. All right, we're gonna smudge that out because I made a mistake right there. Did you see how I smudged it out? Okay, so that's thin, and I'm gonna go in on his belly there, and his sleeves. I think I'll go ahead and make those the same color as his tabard, or his, I guess it's not his tabard, it's a, does anybody know? Oh, it's like a tunic. I didn't have the right word. Tabard is here, tunic is here. Ah, no. Okay, see how I made that mistake there? Just get that and you can get the water on it fast enough. Blend it back out. Caffeine doesn't keep you up anymore. You haven't used anything except Army Painter. Yeah, I'm super sensitive to caffeine, Zactana. It's weird because even just the little soda that I had today, I'm a little bit wired from. Yesterday, I had a latte and 2 coffees, and that is way too much for me. So I had a little bit of fun trying to get to sleep last night. See, here's our second layer, and look at that's covering so much nicer now. The order in which I'm painting the priest is making a difference because I painted the skin first. I guess I painted the leather next, but paint the inside of the priest first. Ah! And then I can go back and cover up all those mistakes I just made. Much better. Oh, I'm way off cam. Sorry about that, guys. I'm thinking my camera is over here and it's not. Oh. And now that's pretty light. Let's see what happens as we go lighter with this more plummy. See, that's gonna make it lots lighter. But it's a lot contrastier too. Contrastier is not a word. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Pick out some of those highlights there. See, and then I can go with the darker color and blaze that back down some, hopefully. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to use this dark neutral gray, except for it's not open, of course. You can have a double espresso and drop straight off, but sugar will keep you up. Dang, I wish I could do that because I love coffee. I just can't deal with all that. Sugar keeps me up also. Both of them do. Not fair. Let's do dark warm gray. We started with the dark neutral gray. This is a dark warm gray. And then I've got a bright neutral gray as my next gray. Okay, come on. There we go. I'm going to start with my, I'm going to mix my bright neutral gray with my dark gray. They're both neutral-ish. I'm just going to paint this solid, and because I want it to be eventually to be white, but I'm going to start it as gray. You do know white is not actually truly white, right? It's just going to have other bounce colors and stuff on it. There we go. There's some interesting stuff going on right here that, like texture-wise, that makes that difficult to paint right there. Now I'm going to get into the darker grays back here. I don't want this to be highlighted up here. I want this to be in shadow, so I'm using the darker gray underneath. And just blending it in. Okay. Oh, the front of his tabard. Tabard. See, that's too light. Not too much. There we go. Probably go in here and make that the purple color, right? Slowly. For whatever reason, the paint is breaking on me a little bit. I think there's too much water from the palette coming up into it. All right. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I missed something. Old Transistor, thank you so much for the hype. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. You are awesome. 4 months. Got R. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Mad love. I appreciate that. Ravage, thank you for the hype. Vectana and Rumble, thank you for the hype. Ashcad says, thanks for the emote. Oh yeah, that's right. Some people got emotes in the channel. That's awesome. Hey. Ashkadalin. I know I'm messing that up. Ashkadalin? Ashkadalan. I apologize. All right, now I'm going to use a little bit of this purple that I had in some of the shadows here. I just want to make it interesting, right? We started off with some gray, and now we added some purples. We can add purple to our gray to brighten that up. Now my goal is that this will read as white, not purple. That's my goal. Don't know if I'm going to be successful. We'll see. Again, I'm gonna go over the highlighted parts. Looking cool, huh? I like it. It's interesting. That's the thing, is I want my eyes to be excited when I see something here. Adding a little bit more that gray. Ooh, kind of like that a lot. Look at how cool that looks with the pink. Now the gray again. Now what happens when I take a little bit of that ivory and a little bit of this mixing medium, because apparently this ivory is not wanting to lay nice. It needs to play nice because it's drying too quickly, and then it's getting that kind of chalky look I don't want. There's the ivory. Yes. How nice is that? That is perfect. It just blended really nice, and I really think it's because I had that mixing medium in there. Make it pop and also blend. Yes, okay, it's looking like a little bit more like a priest, right? Some of this is still a little bit needing some blending. Well, it's okay. Get in here. Where's that mixing medium? Medium, medium. One angry priest, exactly, Ravage. All right, Dr. Pandateca, you have a good one. Definitely not spreading the religion of peace. No, he's mad. He's getting ready to rage his holy wrath, right? So now I'm mixing a little brown with a little bit of ivory and a little bit of the ochre to kind of try to make this pages of the book, right? Because also these three colors will really go nice together as well. Yeah, see? The book, sort of a taupe-ish color, brownish color. right. And what color book? Let's do it more of a reddish, burgundy-ish. Yeah. That. Kind of pops, doesn't it? Also. I'm having trouble getting back here. Let's see if I can fix that. Ah, I got some on his. Yeah, that'll have to work. That'll be okay. So we make him kind of a Templar character. We made him a Templar. Oh wait, we need that purple. Hold on. Ah, I mixed gray with it. Nah, I can't. I muddied all my colors. Might the unworthy. Okay, before I get into that, I want to do his armor, which I want to use dark silver. We need to, there we go, tap off of it. I need to shake it because it looks like all the black came out with it. Here we go, dark silver. And I'm gonna paint his armor. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do his armor here. Oh, I just painted the fur on his armor. Oh, well, I'll go back and fix that later. We'll fix it. Yes. Try not to paint his holy fur on his legs. Good. Okay, now he's got a belt buckle. We'll leave that to be bronze because I think that needs to be special. And yeah, we'll go ahead and make this part of his armor metal as well. Right? We'll do buckle, whatever those are called. And the rest of his armor in a kind of a bronzy goldy color. So he appears somewhat holy, right? Mm-hmm. That metal does make it really more interesting, doesn't it? Did I put on the songs that we suggested? No, demonic. Let me see what songs you guys wanted. What did I miss? What song did somebody suggest? I don't even see it anywhere. Wait. Nope. From the list of the... You, EDM chill. Yeah, let's put that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some EDM chill. We are in the EDM chill now. So we go back to this one. There's some EDM chill. Yeah, demonic lemon. So we don't do song requests on this channel because I don't believe in violating copyrights, and I also believe that artists should be paid for their work. And so basically what we've done here is I've went out and I've hired producers and musicians to create a playlist of work that we can use on the stream, which is really cool. And that's what we're listening to right now. So all of the music that you listen to on the stream, I actually own all the rights to. And each of the artists has gotten, you know, additional money for it as well. So that's pretty cool as well. Oh, I'm going to give the mace a nice coat. Looks like I got paint on it already. That's better. Yeah, so my thinking was that eventually Twitch and all these other platforms are eventually going to crack down on people. I don't want to have to ever worry about that, getting demonetized, having anything taken away. So I just got ahead of the ball and started doing it way before they're going to ever require it. But they're, you know, mark my words, they will eventually require it. Okay. Take a look. What about your brain? What did I do? What did I do? Maybe, maybe not. I'm so confused. Yes, a library. Hold on, let me listen. Did we go straight to the you should be able to hear it. I can hear it. Oh, you know what's happening is I'm skipping frames again. It's rebelling. I don't know. What's rebelling? VODs with copyrighted music have been muted. Yeah, exactly. None of my stuff gets muted because it's all mine. It's my copyrighted music. Yeah. The next few songs are going to be the music that we bought from the artists that were doing what do you call it? Now I'm blanking. The Japanese metal is going to be next. That's what's next on the playlist. All right, so while I have this up here, I'm going to take some of this red because it's a nice dark color. You know, I don't want red. I want a dark blue. So I'm going to take dark blue because we have so much red and purple in the other colors, and I'm going to take some green because I want to make kind of a deep sea green kind of color. Let's see if I can do that with my paint mixing. Maybe more. Still not green enough. Oh, we'll try that. Try that and see what that works. So let's use a little bit of this red as well, just a smidge. Yeah, that's pretty. I made sort of a dark blue grayish color, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to draw in my shadows with my dark color here. Right? Anywhere there is a heavy shadow, I'm going to give it a line. And basically contour it, you know. See how I did that? And then I can smooth it out a little bit. And then I can take my silver and I can draw in my highlights, right? How that pops now. I had my shadow in there and then I kind of popped in my silver. Good. And my edges. Nice over there. Edges on metal are very sharp. See that? Where's that blue color I had? Let's do a little bit of a thinned out. I've got the silver mixed with that blue now right there. Now look how that looks. Looks good. Can't wait till Adepticon. You need a vacation. I know. I need a vacation. I'm looking forward to Adepticon as well. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys too. That will be really fun. Okay. Now, take a look at how the inside of this leg is very dark and shadowed, and I want to keep it that way. I'm going to add some of this dark blue in there. But then the bottom of this part of the foot is highlighted. Right? See that? Ooh, I need a little bit more on this toe. See? Pop, pop, pop. All the highlights popping, popping. Let's do this arm. You can kind of see where that comes out, and then where's my blue shadow? That's pretty, so pretty. Let's get that blue again, and then we're gonna, all this back here is gonna be completely shadowed. And then my highlight right on the edge, right? And then I'm going to shade with a little blue. There, except for it didn't highlight enough. Like it. I like it a lot. More fancy highlights here. Ooh, too much. What I'll do is I'll go back and I'll shade that back down right there because that's a lot. Let me get my highlights again. So this part right here, that's nice and highlighted. Then we're going to add some blue because that's going to have a shadow here. And then again, nice bright. By the way, this year I managed to finally get a pretty close hotel for Gen Con, which has been a nightmare the past few years. So I'm excited because that means that there's a likelihood that I will be teaching more classes, because in the previous years I had to schlep and schlep and schlep, and it was not fun. All right, metal is activated. I think we're getting somewhere here. Now, that last little ding highlight is important. That's the highlight that makes it really pop. And I'm going to show you what that looks like on him. what's Adepticon? Adepticon is a gaming convention, and there's lots of painting, hobby classes. It's going to be really fun. And it is in March in Chicago. Well, in Schaumburg, technically. All right, this is metallic medium. This is the white. And this is going to go on all of the little corners and edges. Very high highlighted parts, right? So that it's going to look really, that little ding, right? That hot white highlight. Look at what a difference that made. This is a white metallic medium. So, and then there's just the regular silver can go in other places. Like that. Bing, bing. See? Okay, let's do the white metal right here. That's the highest. And then on the edge of his little boot, all of the edges get a nice hot white highlight. Makes a big difference. Yeah. He's got his silver armor. Ah, he's looking good, huh? Now, there's no contrast on his outfit, which is bugging me. So I'm going to add a little ivory. I'm going to add a little ivory to this purple. See what I can try to do. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that doesn't bother me too bad. We'll see. Changing things. I don't like it. This is one of those, this is where he's in the ugly stage, right? Where I'm just trying things, but I don't really know what I'm doing, but it doesn't work. I kind of like the purple, but I feel like let's go blue. Let's go blue and not purple, because maybe yeah, let's do that. Let's go blue. Maybe we need to go darker blue first. I feel like I can highlight the blue better than I can purple. What do you guys think so far? Bobcat, hello. You wanted me to get out a gecko. Okay, hold on one second. You haven't seen the gecko before? Yes, let's see the gecko. We have 45 people viewing, so that's a good time to see the gecko. Let's see which one's out. We've got 2. There's peppercorn. So I have 2 geckos, 2 African fat-tailed geckos. See? This is peppercorn. She is a little brown gecko. And we don't have enough here. Hold on, let me get her on my hand so she can look at you guys. There we go. Peppercorn. It is gecko time. There we go. You can see my manicure too. My manicure is now ruined because I got paint on it. Look at her fat tail. So squishy. Like, don't touch my tail. Yes, and they are such sweet geckos. We have, so peppercorn is brown and Ginger Biscuit is like a peach color. And they both like to hide a lot. That's their favorite thing to do. And they're really sweet. She's looking to find a place to hide right now. Say hello. She's looking at me. You looking at me? You always wanted a gecko, but you have nowhere to put them. We have a tank here behind me, and they have all these different hides and everything. I'm getting ready to redo it because the plants died. Oh, there's Ginger Biscuit. I see her face. So cute. There you go. Hide now. Yeah, the plants all died, so I got to redo the tank because there was no drainage later, and the plants kind of suffocated in the water that I would water them with. So I've got to figure something else out. Okay. What am I painting today? Let's see. It is this priest, which we're recoloring his tabard because, or sorry, his tunic, because the colors did not work out. Yeah, the colors did not work out for me. We're having to recolor that for a minute. And I'm already liking the blue better. The purple was not working for me. But sometimes that happens. You make happy accidents and you get something even better than you had really planned. And like I said, that is already working. Got to redo all his blue. Blue, blue, blue. So yeah, we have the geckos and we get them out once per stream. Sometimes, it's very rare, we're able to get both of them out at the same time, but most of the time it's just one. All right, we got our blue done. Let's add a little bit of ivory to that so we can have a highlight color. That was our base color. And this might be too light, but we can always go 2 steps up and 1 step down if we need to. That's already looking better than it was before. I like it. I need to glaze a little bit over here because that needs to be blended. My goodness, acrylic sometimes can be so tough. Doesn't always want to blend, and blues are hard. There we go. Is it a commission? It is. It is. You finished your Poxwalkers. Awesome. Pogu Geckos Pogu. You still have a ton of nids to paint? Yeah, Tyranids. What made you pick Tyranids? I feel like I like the more humanoid characters because I feel like there's a little bit more of a difference between them, right? Because then I don't feel like I'm painting the same models over again all the time. What do you guys think of this blue? I don't know what I think. It's starting to work. It's just not there yet, is it? I think that's what it is. He's getting there though. Let's add a little bit more ivory. Let's go up in contrast if we can. See what happens. Ooh, you know what I kind of like? I kind of like that ivory border. Do a real light blue ivory border or a pale blue border, and then see if that ties into the tabard a little better. We can even add some blues into the tabard in some places. Yes. Yes. That helped. I think that helped a ton. Part of my problem with painting on stream is I'm not able to kind of stop and slow down because I feel this pressure to constantly be painting and showing you guys stuff. And I need to slow down. All right. I do like that blue much better though. He looks a little bit more interesting now. That light blue again back here. And then we need some transitions. Transitions. See, we went one step up and now we're kind of kicking it back down to make these highlights a little bit less bright. I'm getting paint everywhere. Grab some new brushes on the way home tonight so you can get to painting someone off, more on your day off tomorrow. Nice. And then Vodku said, I saw somewhere, it's probably Instagram, a pic of a Tyranid painted with some kind of glittery paint. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. All right, so now I've got that red mixed with this blue, and let's see if we can start dark lining in some spots. This is where I'm going to attempt to slow down a little bit. I feel like I need to dark lining is a nice thing because it can really make things pop. Let's get in here. Okay. These little shadows. Just that alone made it really make a difference. Now let's take this ivory next to where we had that dark line. Let's see if I can make that. Okay. It's really reading as white though, isn't it? It's not white at all. How good does that look? That looks sharp because we have the real dark next to the real light. Like it. To the side. Same thing. See how that pops? That's because we had that real crisp ivory next to that real dark color. And that's the contrast that I was wanting. Bam! Ivory. Use a little medium because that is going to get chalky. Wow, but see, the medium just blends it like a dream. Look at that. Let's do again. Medium. I put more blue shadows in there, but there's also those reds and purples from before, and those look really nice as well. What happens if we make some of these shadows dark again with these reds? The color is also the other contrast. Look at that. See that color contrast with that purple? Bam. Bam. I love him. All right, we need some bronze in there because we're getting close. How am I blending it? I'm using, so I've got, let's say I've got my color, right? Whoops. And then I've got some medium here. This keeps things from drying. And the medium, I'm kind of swishing it back and forth like this. See how it's kind of blending it out, right? And it gets lighter and lighter as I blend it out. So put that paint down, and then I'm swishing it back and forth in a mop-like. It's brush control, but it takes some time to learn, but it is, you practice it a lot. And thank you, Bulos. I spent a lot of time on these nails. They say like love on them. See, love. It took a long time. I do 3 different kinds of nail strips. They're not the most straight, but you know, I'm still getting practice. A little highlight up here. And when I put my paint down, I've got a little medium in here to kind of help smooth things around like this. Medium makes a big difference. Okay. A little bit more of this. I don't want that so bright. All right. So let's do some orangey leather up here. right? 'Cause that's going to contrast really nice with that blue, right? Orange and blue are opposite on the color wheel. And that's why it's going to look good with those oranges. Boom, boom. See how that pops? And let's do it on his belt too. Add a little burgundy to that to tame it down a little bit. And, oh, this is tricky. I can't quite reach it. Let's see. Got a little brown over here that I need to hide that. Anywhere where I made some little bit of mistakes, I'm going to go in and fix that. How are you, Bolos? We are painting this priest. All right, with this gray, I'm going to paint all of the fur on his ruff here, or whatever this coat is. I'm going to get this nice and gray. Cover up that orange that was blopped on there. And one of the things I need to do is in there, I need to put that brown leather back. And he has some gray on his boots, because this is all going to be lighter colored as well. Some of it got paint on it, so I'm going to have to that's what I'm doing right now, repainting where it got extra paint. All right. I think we'll go straight in with the light gray, and we'll just highlight the fur on his coat with the light gray and see what happens. If we need to do a glaze, might have to go into, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use a lighter or darker gray, because that's pretty. All right, I'm checking chat. How did I go with my Titan base? I should be using my Wrathcore, definitely. I just don't have it handy. We showed the Titan base earlier on stream, but I'll show it again so you guys can see. Look at how well it turned out. You can see the Titan base. I got some little details here, lots of details actually. We went in with some extra colors and some ochre. Bullets was the one who helped me with that, gave me some ideas, and I think it really pops it out a lot more. Yeah. Sounds really dumb, but I've only ever used water to blend and not considered putting medium straight onto the wet palette. Yeah, well, you know what, I guess I didn't think about it. You can put medium on a wet palette. Definitely. But yeah, I usually only use water too, but lately I've been using more mediums because I've been getting really tired of my paints drying up and being all kind of chalky on me, right? All right, do you see I'm just kind of over brushing onto the fur, trying to hit the brightest highlight points of that fur to make that look fuzzy and soft. Yeah, that actually looks awesome. Do this down here. Use a little bit of the lighter gray, since there's a lot more shadows that are a lot stronger. We can afford to make that. There's a cat hair. Get that. Got it. There we go. Okay, now here let's do I'm doing the tips of that. This is the brighter gray now. And that might be the highest I go with it because I don't think I want to go all the way up to white, especially since it's on the back of the mini. We do want it to look a little bit more fluffy than it's looking, so I'm going to just add a little bit more gray in between. Yeah, there. Now it's starting to look more fluffy. Fluffy, fluffy. Like a cold cleric, right? Cleric of the North. I like him. That orange really looks good on his belt. All right. We got a little too much red on his fingertip over here. Fix this. Speaking of my ink, let's see if we can put a little bit of this ink in the book because he's got a little spell book. I want it to look like aged parchment. So I'm going to put a little bit of the ink in here. That'll also bring out any shadows that I'm trying to pop out right there. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh, I got more questions. Hold on, let's see. Looks really good. You hate those squiggly hairs. I know, me too. You may need to get an army with fur nids. Gets tiring after a while. Yeah, thank you for following, Harumfenstein. Welcome. Also, Apollo, thank you for following. And I also missed OK Okami. I've been missing all my follows. I'm so sorry. All right. It's probably because I have my glasses off. Let's see, a little bit of ochre. I'm going to take on his face up here. Just a little bit. That looks good enough. Maybe a little bit of orange too. Where's the orange? Here we go. Yeah, actually I like that. All right, let's do the bronze because that's going to look good. Bronze, here we go. This one is called light bronze. That's what I'm going to use. You learned about the other day that you don't use contrast paints with ink. Oh no, yeah, don't. I don't use contrast paints much, maybe just a little bit, but I know there's a lot of stuff you can't use them with, right? Contrast paint re-wets and removes the ink. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I'm so glad, Apollo. I'm glad that you enjoy being here. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're still watching when I had a chance to thank you, too. All right, there we go. That's my bronze. Whoa. It's a light bronze, but let's see what it does. Ah. Hi, Hero Dragon Painter says, Shoshie, never made one of your streams before, but I've seen tons of your work on Facebook and Insta. Oh, good. And Wallosaurus says they just disintegrate somehow. Well, I'm glad that you newer people are enjoying things. That's good. Ooh, this is the perfect color for this model because it's so light. It is a really light bronze, but look how pretty and holy he looks now. I'm gonna paint the whole buckle this color. And then we'll get in here. You'll see, and paint some other things with the same color. Boy, that is a pretty color. I don't know why it's called light bronze. It seems like it should be called like really, really like gold. It's a very, very light color. I might have to go in with my other bronze a little bit to darken it, actually. That's really light. Now, if you were me, would you go ahead and paint these bumps on his armor like a gem? Or would you go ahead and leave it metal? I am crowdsourcing to find out what you guys think, because I'm going to choose based on what you guys say. Right, that looks cool. Let's do all the little stuff on his book the same way. That feels like it's really cool looking. I'm going back, something going on back there on his book. And all right, I'm going to look at chat in 1 second. Okay. Giggling Geekette. Whoa, Giggling Geekette. That's a big raid. Whoa, thank you so much. Oh no, I just dropped my model on the floor. Dropped. And luckily, he wasn't super damaged. He just came off his base a little bit. Hype, demonical raid. Oh man, thank you guys so much. For everybody who's coming from Giggling Geekette, welcome. I'm Shoshie from Shoshie's Minis. We paint miniatures. Just like a lot of the other miniature painting streamers. On this channel, we do quite a lot of all kinds of things. So this is from Lion Knight Miniatures. They do a lot of STL files that you can actually buy rights to. He licenses them, and you can download them, and then you can print them as much as you want. You can have a whole army of little clerics like this guy. Hi, Trader Legions. Oops. Hello, everybody. We paint and drop minis. Yes, we do. One of the things I'm kind of like known for is just being real, just painting, you know, not trying to be perfect, but trying to, our motto is finished, not perfect, right? And we just try to paint our best. I need some, you know what's going to make this look awesome is some kind of dark wash, like a Agrax Earthshade or something. Let's see if I have some handy, because I don't want to have to use this ink I've got here. Drop painting is a new age approach to modern painting. Yes. Drop painting. Well, let's use this strong tone. Let's see what happens when we put strong tone on the bronze, because I wanna age this bronze. It's very shiny right now. Okay, so I've got a little bit. That, oh yes, good. All around the edges of the bronze as well, because it'll give it a drop shadow. That's what's so great about strong tone. You know who told me that it was basically a good quick method? Ben Kometz, of all people, told me to use strong tone to be quick. And he's right, it does work. You can put, right now I'm kind of pushing it into the shadows, and look at that. Already helping. Really looks good on the aged metal, doesn't it? Come on, his mace. It grits things up. It makes things gritty right away. All right, so one of the questions we were asking the channel is, do you think I should paint these to look like gems, these little bumps, or just leave them as is? Because I want to know what you guys think. Yeah, let's make that the same bronze. All right. He's getting close to being done. I want a little bit more orange on his little. There we go. Just pops those leathers just that much more. There we go. See how that does? Makes the blue look a little better. Same thing if we put that blue over here, or the orange over here, that blue kind of pops a little bit more. All right, let's see what people are saying. Megatron says, let's wait. You would love giggling gets spacing. We have love Valentine's Day nails, and they look kind of crap this close, but from a distance they look cool. What was the site? Okay, I'll tell you. Hold on one second. You can go to ltminis.com. It stands for Lion Tower Minis. There we go. Lion Tower Minis. And this guy also has a Patreon. Hold on, we got a Patreon. Let's see if I can do exclamation point Lion Tower in chat and see if it'll give it to you guys. Did it work? Nope, it did not. Let me find the Patreon. 1 second. It's gonna take me 1 minute. But the Patreon is cool because basically you'll get a discount toward any models that you buy the license to that you want to print. If you're a Patreon, like I think a $2 a month, you get a discount, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see, messages. There we go, inbox. Everybody should take a stretch break right now anyway. All right, there we go. Found the Patreon. I'm going to link it to you in 1 second here. Patreon.com/LTminis. Okay, here we go. Let me see if this link works here. There we go. Yeah, they are cool. They're very cool minis. Let me show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see them because they're all primed. But we're going to be painting this gal. She's another cleric with a mace. I need to hair dry that mace a little bit. Then I've got this witch hunter. She's holding a severed head. It's a witch hunter. See that? This is a Warforged barbarian, and he's basically like a big golem barbarian. I wish that these were more visible. This is a bard, and he totally looks like a rocker. And like I said, I don't think you can see it, but he's got a little ocarina around his neck. It's really funny. Ocarina. This is another kind of paladin or a fighter of some kind. He's really awesome looking. Look at that shield. Cool. It's got a fleur-de-lis. Kind of looks like an upside down bug. We've got this guy. He's like a gunslinger with a sword, with a saber. Here's a monk, which I did fix the end of his staff. He's got a little staff that he's holding, and that's the monk. And we got 2 more. We have this fighter, female paladin. I think she's a female paladin. Yeah, she's a female paladin. Pretty cool. And then last but not least, we've got this barbarian guy. He looks... We're going to be painting some of these on stream and then doing that live auction that we've done in the past. So that'll be cool. Ooh, I just got the big old yawns. Now where's my mini? There he is. This is the one we're working on today. And he is oh, look at what that strong tone did. It worked perfect. That looks great. Let me see if I can highlight now with a little bit of this. Oh yeah. That looks great. Okay. Now, a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, maybe make a brown. Let's see what happens if I do this. I need a real brown though. Let's use this light brown. Perfect. This is the light ochre, and it is light. I just noticed that the bottom of his mace is actually got little tiny stitches, kind of like it is a leather handle, so that's perfect. It's not wood, actually. All right, let me check chat. The chat's going quick. Toss a coin to your witcher. Cool shield. Do you have a time to talk about our Lord and Savior? I have no idea what you're talking about. In that case, I will boop you with my mace. Oh yeah, that's what he's saying, isn't he? He's like, boop. Yes. We have to figure out what his deity is. Somebody who actually doesn't mind people being booped by the mace, right? Might not be such a lawful good guy. Well, I just imagine that he's fighting undead, right? That's my guess. Now, with a little bit of ivory, we're going to go in here on the little pages of his book and just highlight. Now my goal is, again, to just softly highlight that. Let's get a little bit more ivory now that this is still wet. Yes. Oh, yeah, that looks good. And then we're going to hit the edges of the pages. Good. Oh, I found some paint mistakes. And we forgot to highlight the mace, because this is the part. This is the holy weapon, right? You need a nice highlight on a holy weapon. Very small. There. I'm just working on the edges right now. And make it look kind of sharp, right? Even though maces are not supposed to be edge weapons. There. And good. Where's the other silver? Hi, Geekling Get. You gonna lurk? Okay, no problem. Thank you so much for the raid. We really appreciate it. Bless you, Bob. Exactly, Bob Ross. Woo, sorry for the, I bonked it. By the way, if you haven't followed Giggling Geekette, give her a follow. Love to support other women in streaming. Go. All right. All right, and I feel like I need some kind of darker thing going on over here. Yeah, let's use that strong tone. Ooh. Oh, it kind of solidified on my palette. I'm not sure what happened. I'm putting the strong tone on the candle of that mace because that seems like it needed it. More strong tone, especially around the base of his hand. Oh, and I just found more fluff and fur. So I'm gonna paint the fur around his hand that I missed before. And we still have the little rope that in the little book that's at his side as well. All right, so first we're gonna paint this very dark gray, and then we'll go back and highlight it, get it to be the right color. Yeah, because we got skin tone all over it. Much better. More ivory near the face because we want the face to be really prominent. So that way it's kind of drying your eye back up. We didn't use any white. Can you believe that? There's no white at all used on his outfit. But it reads as white. There we go. A lot of ivory though, huh? Does he look holy? That's the question. Let's do, I need a dark brown. Use dark brown. There we go. And I'm gonna try to do tiny little markings on his little book. Hi, Mikolas, how are you? Thank you, Apulo. Wallow, I think I say Wallow. Licking brushes, Bob Ross forever. The treat needs a friend. It looks kind of white. Yeah, but you know what? I didn't use any white. I made it look like the illusion of white though. Let's see what happens when I actually put a tiny amount of white on the mini. I can get, see it's been, that's how, there, got the little cap of dried white. There we go. Now this is actual white. I'm just gonna use the tiniest amount right here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see much of it or not. And now it's gonna pop. That's gonna look really white now. Only using it as the highest shadow, or the highest highlight rather. Yeah, and now look, it's just like pop. Let's do it. Edge highlighting. Gonna get the back. Part needs to be more lighter blue. More lighter blue is not correct English. Sometimes I can't talk while I paint. It's funny. Now, just the tiniest amount of white back here. Just a tiny amount. Looks like fur, right? Say it looks like fur. Maybe? Okay, that looks good. I feel like his, I'm gonna put just a little bit of ivory up into his beard. I feel like it needed it, and then I'm gonna kill it with this honey color here. All right, that sort of works. Might need to go back in there and make it less highlighted. Glass is going to be going back on. Take a look. He's so small. He looks so much better like right there, right? No perforations. Does he look holy? No, pretty solid. Yes. Love the cape. I know the leather came out really nice. We showed how to do that. Yeah, the non-white whites. I think it makes it looks better, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to take this brown and I am going to attempt teeny tiny writing, and I'm just going to do little wiggles. Because really the writing is going to be so small. It's just a teeny little thing. Hold your breath. See? And I used the dark brown because black's going to be too harsh. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of like a thing here, because sometimes in the beginning of the chapters there's like a little capital letter or something. A little red. Yeah, that looks good. I need to do something with his eyes. He looks a little weird with his eyes. Let me see if I can fix his mustache a little bit as well. Yeah, all right. The last thing I want to do is at least base him. Oh, you know what I didn't finish? His little fluff outside of his armor. Got some fur sticking out. This is the gray that I'm using, not the ivory. That looks good. And then let's do this part. Oh, you know what? He's not ready to be based. You know why? Because I still haven't finished this really important book. Is it a book? Yes, it is a book. It is a book. We're going to make it another one of these little red burgundy books. See? All right. Let's use a little bit more orange in the next color here, because that's gonna, whoa. I'm gonna just take this side of my brush, because that is the spine of the book right there, or that's the edge of the book. That book a little bit more orange, because it's gonna pop up against that blue. And I'm going to add a little bit of light ochre, a little bit of ivory, and a little bit of yellow ochre to this, so I can paint each one of these twists. This is going to be a little tedious. You can do it like this, using the side of your brush, like that, or you can try to go in and lose your mind and paint each one separate. This. Crazy that is. I'm trying to get up in here under his hand, because there's even some spots. And then I'm going to take some ivory, and on the spots where the rope is bent, get that last little highlight. Like that. That's crazy, huh? Oh my goodness. I feel like I want to do some kind of nice base for him. Creature Caster, hello! We've been using Procryl paints the whole time. Look, all of our Procryls. And one thing I think that Procryl needs is a true magenta. Like a true magenta color, because this is like a pastel magenta. And more of a true red purple, because this is again a pastel. Other than that, I love the Procryl paint line, and I think that you've been adding paints to it. Yeah, gonna need to hit Shoshie for one-on-one, definitely. Here we go. This is what we've been painting with our Procryl paints, and I like the way some of this is. I'm gonna smooth out a little bit of this. I think it's a little bit rough. There we go. Not bad. Definitely feels white, doesn't it? Oh, there's so many little details to this guy. He's got these little tiny rivets. See if I can get them. This is the light bronze from Procryl, and I love it. This color is so pretty. Look at that. Look at what that just did. Can you guys see that? Those tiny little rivets look so beautiful. Glad to hear you're enjoying them. Yes, definitely. Definitely. You guys can get them at creaturecaster.com. We are sponsored by them, and they are amazing. What else I want to show you guys? I wanted to show you some basing stuff. You know what? I'm going to do a little snow base with him, because the colors are just perfect for that. Let's see. What have I got? I've got some tiny little leaf punches. What else? What else? Use some of this and some of this, maybe. Even that, maybe. Ha! And I never get tired of grass tufts. Oh, here's what I want. This is what I want. Little dust or whatever that is. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, this is like a little gravel. I'm gonna put some of the super glue on here. Exciting times, you'll have to order some when they drop. You know what, I really like the new bottles a lot. Hold on. Sometimes super glue will crack or will like create a crust on the top. There, I got it off. All right, let's see. I'm gonna add 50-50 snow. Okay. So the problem with the snow is it does this. It'll like, it won't dry. It'll get kind of like that. So let's do this first. This is like the little gravel. Some super glue on this side. Okay, and then I'll use that lid to kind of pour the gravel over. Okay, that's good. Now what I'm hoping is, let's use a cruddy brush. There we go. Good. And I'll use a little bit larger pieces as well. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of try to sprinkle that. Doesn't look terrible. Really, what you want to do is you want to mix a little bit of PVA glue with your snow. Oh, I kind of like that. Right? The PVA glue with the snow. Even that looks really cool though. Just that light dusting of the snow. Kind of looks like he's in a cold area. Hold on. Where is my PVA? Okay, you know what? I've got mixing medium. I've heard you could do this too. Let's do a little mixing medium and a little snow. This works as well. There, as long as we get a little chunky piece like this, and then we can kind of lay that down. And then we do a final little sprinkle on top of that. Get that texture, right? It looks like a little snow pile. Notice I'm cleaning off the edges as I'm working my way around it. Need more mixing medium, sorry. Second. Clean off the edges. Sprinkle. Okay, now put this back. I really need a different, obviously I need a different baggie for this because that is now torn. Hold on one second, I'm going to check chat with my glasses on now. Part of the issues we were having with the older bottles were due to the thinness of the neck, so it didn't feel worth it to make caps that would still have the neck problem. That makes sense. I really like the new bottles. I haven't had a single issue with them since you changed them, so I'm really happy with that. Right. clean this brush off because it's still a decent brush. All right, let's take a look at him. Now he needs grass tufts because it really won't look quite, these are the right size because they're little bitty. See these little pieces, and I'm gonna get super glue and put them on. Where's my tweezer? There we go. I'll just pick off some small pieces like this. Whoops. You like the new bottles too? Yeah, I know. They're really nice. And I liked how big they are too. I'm all about getting more bang for your buck, or more buck for your bang. More buck for your bang. More bang for your buck. Look at that. Look! Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more super glue down there, and then a little bit of this. Especially looks good when you've just got that hint of snow in between the tufts, and it looks realistic. All right, one more tufts. One more tufts. That doesn't make any sense. Do this one. Put that down in there. It doesn't want to stay. I might need to get some PVA. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let me try the mixing medium instead. Mixing medium will dry, kind of like PVA. There we go. There we go. Now he looks like he's fighting in the snow. I'm happy with him. Thank you for the host, Mikolas. All right, are we ready? I think we're about ready to end the stream. So there we have our Lion Knight Mini, our awesome cleric. I'm gonna set him down. I'll be taking pictures of him for you guys to see on my other social media. Where did I get my basing materials? Well, this is Gale Force 9. You can see the Gale Force 9. I got the tufts from Mini Nature. That's a European company that I really like. This is mixing medium from P3. What else did I have? I don't remember where I got this, but it's just like a little different signs of flock. And then same thing with this. This might have come from, I'm pretty sure this came from Secret Weapon. And then this is ash flock. And again, I'm not sure where that came from either. I just kind of poured basing supplies. And this is, oh yeah, let's see, do I have, let me see something. I want to show you guys this anyway. This is RP Tools, and you can put, let me take this off. Watch this. I'm going to put this through, and then it stamps out the scale size leaves. And then you can, you know, if you want to use actual leaves to punch, you can get actual leaves to be the right. And there's four different scales, and there's a bunch of different, those are not cheap though. I got that at, where did I get that? I got that at Model World Expo in Chicago, and I can't remember who was selling them, but they're not, yeah, those are not cheap. All right, everything is gonna get put away. Let us switch gears, and if you will go and help me raid these people that we're gonna be raiding here in a second. I don't know if you guys know this, but you get some channel points from doing a raid, like 250 channel points, which That's almost a whole gecko, right? So stick with me. We're going to find somebody cool to raid. And Crocodile. Ooh, I haven't raided Crocodile in a minute, so let's go ahead and raid Crocodile. Oops. So I'm going to switch over to my end screen. Okay. There we go. All right, guys, ready? We're going to get ready to raid Crocodile. I will be back on Friday if all goes well. And we'll be painting the other claret on Friday, so come back and see us. 2:30 to 5:30, GMT minus 6, so it'll be the same time as today. And go ahead and punch that raid button, join that raid, and then we're gonna all go say hi to Crocodile from Shoshie's Mini. Awesome. All right, guys, I will see you. Bye.